The test will begin on the word start. Get ready.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Get Shirty Football channel, where we take a look at real and fake shirts from around the world. And because I have had a delivery of a new authentic shirt, not a rip-off, not a fake one, this is a genuine article from the 25-26 season, I thought we'd take a look at some of the shirts that are going to be used during this year. So I got this all the way from America via the UK America Sports Store. Found them online, a whole load of different shirts from MLS, MLB, NBA. We get them from America, package them up. Usually takes a while. So this one took about a month to get over from America, but I'm happy to wait. Nicely packaged up, track delivery. As soon as it comes in the country, I have to say the guy on the email always gave me an update as to where it was, how long it's taken to come across. So really good service from them. I'll be using them if I want another MLS shirt. So I recommend them. Yeah, definitely go for it. Give them a shot. And if they want to sponsor me, certainly get in touch, guys. I'll certainly plug your wares. So let's have a look inside the shirt, see what it is, and we shall talk about the club. So let's open this one up. I also have another shirt here. I'll turn it around later. Now it is another genuine one, which I picked up. So get this out of the bag. Maybe you can tell by the colour. Now the reason I picked up this one, and I looked through all the shirts that were coming out for this season, this one really did stand out. It is an away shirt. I'm not too worried about it, so let's get it up. Definitely well packaged. Tissue paper in there as well. Very good, liking that. So this is, let's get it up. As you can see, tags are on there. Maybe you can tell from the back. What's to tell you about on the back? It's a plain white number. Yeah, nothing too spectacular there. But turn around to the front. Here we go. The real deal, genuine article, all the way from the States. It is the Real Salt Lake away shirt from the 25-26 season. And currently, Real Salt Lake sitting in the bottom half of the Western Conference. They've got a slim chance of getting into the playoffs. We'll see how it goes. You might make it. I just picked up this classy shirt. I think it's really spectacular. So many shirts that have got a checker on them, so I thought, yeah, pick this one up. I had to go abroad to pick it up because I couldn't find any of the fake shirts I usually deal with. They weren't doing it, so never mind, go for it. Not bothered about that, but it's a really cool looking shirt. I love the way it's got a nice sublimated design through the checker in there. Yes, an Adidas template. Nice quality classic shirt with that authentic MLS hologram on there. The real deal. Really quite cool. I had to pick that one up. So the other shirt that I picked up didn't have to go all the way to America. So I recommend that you, if you're looking for MLS shirts, go to Greece Sports, who are in Glasgow, and this is the Seattle Sounders away shirt for the 25-26 season. They had it in stock and it's actually slightly reduced, so I thought, yeah, I wanted it. I love that pattern that goes through it. It's a lovely colour, kind of turquoisey pattern through it on the stripes. Yeah, another Adidas template. The slashes in there, looking good. So I'm really pleased with these two shirts. So from them, they're doing all right this season. They might make it into the top 9 in the Western Conference. So I think they might get through the playoffs. They've got a really good chance of that. Great looking shirt. So those are some authentic, genuine, real deal ones. Check out a few fake ones from around the MLS. So I'll start with the shirt that everyone's probably seen. Inter Miami, not having as good a season as they did have last year. I would expect them to get into the playoffs. They're up near the top of the Eastern Conference, so the chances are they are going to get through into those playoff rounds. Let's see if they can get to the final. They didn't last season, probably this season. But let's take a look at the shirts that they'll be wearing through the 25 season. Do you think they're going to wear them in 2026? Let me know in the comments down below, or are Adidas going to release another trio of shirts just because of Lionel Messi and Inter Miami? Let's check out this home one. I think it's really quite cool with the two-tone pink, kind of reminiscent of an Argentina shirt. Make Messi feel at home with that blue and white stripes that they have. They've gone for the kind of stripes effect. They're two really nice shades of pink, and they contrast just enough to make it a little bit more unique. Gone for the sleeve patches, slightly different this year with the Apple patches on there. And I also went for the Leagues Cup, where it's a competition where they play against Mexican side, so I decided that's quite a cool patch. I'll get that one put on there. But I didn't get Messi put on the back. I got Benjamin Kramaski, a young player coming through at Inter Miami, getting a lot of game time now. Really good to see. I think he's one for the future. think he's going to pick up a lot working with Messi day in day out, playing on the pitch with him. Is he going to get a move over to Europe or a bigger league? Let's see. Or is he going to stay in the MLS and be the next generation of talent that comes through? But I think it's a cool shirt. And then we move on to the away shirt. They always seem to have black shirts for away shirts, but I've done okay with this one. Kind of a split down the middle. One's a slightly lighter black, you can see lighter black, almost a slate grey kind of black I would call that, and a darker black in that, contrasting with the pink. Yeah, I went for Messi on the back. It's a very simple and straightforward shirt. I think it looks quite cool. I like the way how they did do that split down the middle. The previous seasons do look quite good in black. They always do a little bit of a twist each season. I mean, the one they had with the kind of sublimated stripes, this time is going sublimated half and half. Really quite cool. And then, just to squeeze some more money out of the Inter Miami fans, they went for the Adidas Originals with that trefoil, the blue and the pink shirt, a little bit of white around the collar. I think it works quite well. I think the white pops out for the logo there, Royal Caribbean. On the back, yes, I went for Messi. A nice looking shirt. So those are 3 of Inter Miami, so let's have a look around the rest of the MLS. Here we have a couple of home shirts that are new for the 25-26 season, kicking off in the Eastern Conference with Orlando City. Their one for the next 2 seasons, a lovely purple one. I think it's pretty cool. That design I think has been used in a few other Adidas shirts, that sublimated design. Really nice. And on the back I decided to go for Papulich. After the high number test, 87. I think he scored a banger of a goal early on in the season. I thought that's a pretty cool number, 87. Just passes the high number test for me. And it's a nice shirt. I like that purple. It's almost like a lilac kind of purple. It works well with those little slashes. They're in the Eastern Conference and they're probably going to make the playoffs. Wouldn't be surprised. They're up near the top. So let's see how well they do. Then we'll check out this Western Conference side. Portland Timbers with their 25-26 shirt. They're going to probably challenge for the Western Conference, but it's going to take them a bit to catch Vancouver at this moment in time. I really like this shirt. The way it's kind of got the rings, I think representing a tree being cut down. You cut it open, all the rings emanating from the badge there. Spirit of 75. This one's a celebration of 50 years. Portland Timbers decided to get that lovely sleeve patch on there. And a 50 on the back. It's a lovely shade of green and gold. I've got another Portland Timber shirt from the previous season, one with Alaska Airways on it, which looks really quite cool. But that one is a top job. Yeah, the DHL has gone for that kind of yellow, but it's a nice shirt. I think the design's cracking with the rings around there. So those are a couple of home ones. Let's check out some away ones. Let's head into the Eastern Conference and start off with Atlanta United and their away shirt for 25-26. Not a great start of the season for them, heading down to the bottom of this team here, DC United. But Atlanta in this shirt, lovely sublimated eagle design in there. I love how they've used yellow for that trim. No name in it, but the yellow pops out against those 2 tones of the blue and that sublimated eagle. Cracking design. Let's see how well they get on for the rest of the season. Will they make it to the playoffs? I'm not too sure about that. And yeah, DC United also down there at the bottom, which would you have expected at the start of the season? I think I would always expect them to get into the playoffs, but I'm not surprised that they're down there. But this shirt's really quite nice. I love those colours that they've used in there for the cuts. If you're going to use this Adidas template, I think do something with those to make it stand out. Brown, you don't often see brown on a shirt, but it pops out with the pink and yellow and slightly bit of blue. Quite a bit of colour in there on the badge. And I went for Christian Benteke on the back. One of their top scorers, and without him I think they wouldn't score many other goals. So yeah, quite a cool shirt. And then New England Revolution, who are currently just below the playoff places, and they came out with this one. A cracking design. I love those kind of I think they're supposed to represent pine trees in New England, the forest of New England. And it's cool to have a nice design. Pops out with that colour, using the navy blue in the slashes and the collar. Makes it pop out. There you go, little tree on the back there. Really quite a tidy shirt. So, but as soon as I saw that one on the previews on Football Kit Archive and footy headlines, I thought that's one to pick up. But Charlotte FC are another one that came out with this cracking shirt. They are just in the playoff spots. This is their away shirt, of the badge on there, and the player that signed for them this season, Wilfred Zaha. So I decided to get him on the back. let's see how he gets on. He hasn't scored too many goals, but I think he's quite creative in his play, so he fits in well with Charlotte. I wish him every success. That's a cool shirt. That's a template. You can see the collar that they've used there. I haven't seen that template in too many other Adidas shirts, unlike those collar designs. But it really looks quite good. So there's a bunch of away shirts. Let's check out a few more. So you can see we are still sticking with the shirts from the Eastern Conference. I think if you look on balance, they seem to have had the better sets of shirts that have come out for this season. Now let's start off with the team that are charging way ahead. It is Philadelphia Union and their away shirt for 25-26. I saw this one, it looked pretty unique. I love the way how it's a nice shade of blue, that lightning yellow rippling its way across it into the stripes. Lovely kind of patches there. It's got almost a lemon kind of pastel yellow v-neck, which is quite cool. No name or number on it. I didn't bother to patch it either. I think it's a cracking shirt. I can see them charging and winning Eastern Conference quite easily. They're just on form at the moment. Will that transfer into the playoff places, and will they be getting to the final there when they've got to play against the Western side? Who knows? But up there, definitely a tip. Another one that stands out for this season is the Columbus Crew away shirt. And again, they're near the top, and they're probably going to make the conference playoffs. And this one is I think it's the Goosebumps shirt. That's what it's called. It says down there, Goosebumps there. Going for a kind of like a yellow splatter with black. It's kind of there's a supplemented kind of dotted texture design through there. DHL sponsor and the matching sleeve patch on there. No name or number on that one, but I think it doesn't need it. Columbus Crew with the Goosebumps splattered all over it. Nice and vibrant and out there. And then Red Bull New York. Always go and pick them up because I think they always come out with some really quick cool shirts. They're in mid table at the moment. Probably make it to the playoff. Are they going to make it to the final yet again? But this is the shirt that they've come out with, the away shirt for 25-26. And it's kind of like a digital camo or kind of, I don't know what colour you call that. Almost it's a very light coffee mocha brown with black through it. New York on there, and I decided to go for Lewis Morgan. Being a Scottish player over in the MLS, I thought, yeah, go for Lewis Morgan, just to go alongside all my other Red Bull shirts. The other one I've got Forsberg on it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. I think it's a nice shirt. Let's see how often they wear it. I think the home one's really quite good, but the away one, they've really gone for a standout there. So that's those ones, but let's check out a team who are not doing well at all this season. Detached at the bottom of the Western Conference, it is LA Galaxy, and a bit of a drop off from them, winning the whole thing last season and getting that star. Now this shirt is the player version, the Heat Ready authentic one. You have to get that one if you want to get stars on it. If you get the normal fan version, there's no stars on it, so I decided to pay that slight bit extra, and it's not much when you're buying shirts from China. It's only about £2. You might as well go for it and go for this one. Didn't bother with name or numbers in the back. It's got the new sponsor on it and the logo on there. Cup, notify them wearing the cup. I think it's a great colour, kind of blues and purples. The Herbalife and the muted orange through there really works quite well. And yeah, nice and lightweight. Kind of standard. I think that's template, but really good. Sorry guys, I think they've pretty much written off this season. Let's see how they get on next season. But let's check out the new team that's in the Western Conference. And here we have the final set of shirts for the 25-26 season. And no, I'm not mistaken, we are going to be checking out the newest team, which is San Diego. But I have got, probably the team that came before that, San Diego Loyal. Now this is their home shirt on the 2022 season. They played in the USL Championship, and this is probably, I would say, the most famous and iconic shirt with the Rocket League as sponsor. 2022 was actually a decent season for them. They finished in second in the Western Conference of the USL Championships. Never finished below fourth in the 4 seasons that they actually played in the USL Championship. 2023, they failed to find a long-term home, which is the reason they shut down. I find that kind of strange as a reason. Maybe it just didn't happen for them, because we now move on and have a San Diego FC, which is the newest franchise in the MLS, and they've kicked off their 25 season with these 2 shirts. So the whole one is going to be their traditional dark blue with a kind of silver over there, and some kind of, a gradated colour palette there, moving blue through to green, pink to red, and slashes there. Ties in with the badge, quite an ornate kind of design with San Diego FC, stake of flow on the back, a really plain and simple number to kick them off in their MLS adventure, and the same goes for the away shirt, which is actually, I would say, slightly better because it's got a sublimated wavy design through there. These are kind of very light pale turquoise, and those splashes there gone for the V-neck, black as the accent colour around there, and woven into one, written on the back. I didn't bother getting any patches on that. Kind of plain and straightforward, quite cool. So, that's a quick review of all the latest, newest MLS shirts for the 25 and 26 season. Let's see how many get carried over into 2026. Let me know in the comments which one's your favourite, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.